And we're back. And yeah, we've wrapped up downtime pretty neatly there, which is really nice. And we can talk about more jobs. What kinds of where do we meet up back at the hideout? Do we want to see what that looks like?
Yeah, our hideout is at the top of this like old factory, right? So it's like in the attic space of like an
It
abandoned.
was an old lightning tower
Oh,
Yeah.
lightning.
from the
Yeah,
original,
that's right.
the original lightning barrier.
Yeah, so it's abandoned and we're like right at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I picture it with like brick and like stone that is all like scorched by the old lightning. Yeah. Cool. Luke, you were saying you had a thought?
Yeah, because give me a moment. I'm gonna try to find a thing. There's a bit in here where it talks about kinds of jobs, what we do, and how that works.
Mm-hmm.
But my memory is, it's basically like, there's 3 kinds of jobs you can do in this game. You can do the playbook thing. You can be like, hey, that thing on the turf map looks neat. We want to take that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be
claims.
like, a random spooky thing.
Yep.
We just want to do a thing. Anyway, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
I was looking at the faction status document diagram, and I happened to notice.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
The V was gone. Oh no! And I became very distressed.
Yeah.
that's right. She's really dark.
Yeah. I just the overlay when someone like drops, the overlay gets really confused.
We all become other people.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
I think that had already happened because I think she dropped during the gap.
Maybe.
Cool. Let's see. Where you're back.
Yay!
Oh, you're
No, maybe not.
frozen.
She's been frozen. Half explanation.
She's been replaced.
With a clone. Are you back
You
now
there?
properly?
Yeah. I think it's back. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just want to make sure that you're not a robot
Not a
clone.
clone.
Cool. All right.
It's all good.
Okay. Luke was saying something about factions.
Yeah, so I was looking at the faction document and admiring the fact that we have some very good relationships and then a whole scattering of like mild inconvenience relationships, which I think is the way to go. And I thought to myself, what would be a thing that might be good and sensible is to do a job that's aimed at getting one of those like good relationships up to be like real solid.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking I might want to do a gather information action to try and discover some kind of rare spooky doodad that we could smuggle across the city into the hands of the Dimmer Sisters to get them to be like, yo, you guys are the coolest ever, and we want to be BFFs.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my thought.
Yeah, that sounds like
They
a
might
like
even-
good plan.
Yeah, they might even let us into the second room after this.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Oh my God.
that's it. We want to get into that second room. Now, I'm just quickly reminding myself how the fucking gather information works, and blah, 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 blah,
Of
blah.
course, the second room is where all the cool shit is.
Yeah. Shame it'll
Yeah,
be
and so
not long.
I think what this looks like is I think I go down into my weird, spooky mine beach again. And it's like weird and spooky, and it's like lit by like very, very faint starlight from in the like void inky black water that's lapping at this beach. And I like kneel down on the beach and yeah, start like humming this weird, like slightly discordant tune. And again, like it's only as Belle starts humming it that we realize that it's been like very, very lowly there in the soundtrack ever since we like came in on this shot. And then as the like music rises, we also just hear this like soft susurrus of like whispering from the ghost field and from the water. And I'm just gonna like tune into that and just start trying to like sift through it. And I think it looks like physically kind of like tickling for fish. Like, I think I'm, like, right down there on the edge of the water, and, like, I have my hands in the void sea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, like, I'm making these, like, abortive little gestures, like the gestures you'd make if you were, like... It's a little bit like that douchey thing that happens in Sherlock when Benedict Cumberbatch is in his mind palace and he's flicking information out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit about, like, that, but, like, in the water, as I'm just, like... No, like, that current of, like, weird ghost noise, that can just go, that's not the thing I need. That's not the thing I need. Until eventually I find something and, like, pull some kind of weird spooky thing out of the water. That is an information, whatever that will look like.
Yeah, let's see what...
Decided.
Let's decide.
Let's see what the fuck is going on. Anyway. So, I think this is a tune.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It sounds kind of spooky. And because it's gather information, I think it sometimes is a fortune roll and sometimes is not. And like, I think that's basically just up to you.
I think it's an attune roll.
Yeah, so like it is an action roll.
I think so.
Yep. What is my position?
There's a risk here.
Yeah, I know. I think that's reasonable.
And I think it's standard.
Cool. I will trade position for effect.
Yeah, you will.
And go desperate great, because I think what happens is, yeah, like I'm like sifting through the water until I like find a thing that I think is good, and then I like cup my hands and lift up the void water and drink some.
Well, I was going to say that like it eludes you and you have to wade in above your like head.
I'm also down for either both.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You have to chase it into the water.
Or yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think yeah, like we see like yeah, I'm like waist deep in the water, and I like turn my head as though someone has just like called my name in the distance. I turn my head and I'm like, what is it? No, sister, I am busy right now. And just like again, like shake it off like there's like a fly, like a horse with like a fly on it. And then yeah, just like wade down under until my head like disappears under the water. Yep, cool, let's do it. So I mark XP. And then I think I will push myself for a bonus die. I think it's worth it.
Probably wise.
Alright, so this is desperate and great with one bonus die.
Lucky.
I did it.
You did it. Let me. I think. Oh, I think you don't get the whole thing. You know that so this is reduced effect.
Yep.
This is so I'm going to bring it back down to standard
Yep.
for the 5, and we're going to go with what do they call this? Yeah, they say this voice, that this secret that you hear. They say the sootery pig. The sootery pig is filled with so much with so many hopes and dreams. And the spirit talks to you about like the sootery pig, which is like in Coleridge. There's a kind of tradition that around this time of year people will gather into like large family groups and get a pig and whatnot. And apparently you know that the largest, the fattest, the biggest sootery pig has the most of the like hope of the people of Coleridge within it.
Awesome.
Cool.
So cool.
And it says that clarifying and follow-up questions are possible.
Mm-hmm. Do you ask me questions and I might just say nah, right?
Yeah, no, totally. And I'm just like thinking through like, what more things do I want to know about the sootery pig? Where in Coleridge will right, because like ghost time is kind of like a little bit not fully linear. Like where in Coleridge will which pig in Coleridge will turn out to be the biggest sootery pig this year? Where must I go to find the big sootery pig?
I mean, if you, I think, Olin Broggan is the like patriarch of the Broggan family, who are the Broggan family have many sons and daughters, as is tradition among the Broggan family, right? And the current patriarch is Olin Broggan, and there will be many people at the sootery pig feast this year.
How can I win over the sootery pig?
That is not known to you.
Does it like porridge, like a normal pig?
It does not dislike.
Like, is it normal in that way, or is it like a stranger and spookier beast?
Is it a ghost pig?
It's not. It's
or
is it a
metaphor? Like if I try relating to it like a literal pig,
then you're likely to. The sootery pig is not magical in any way, other than when all of the hopes and dreams are put into it.
Yep. Awesome. Okay. Cool.
But
yep.
I think the thing that you know is, I think the thing that you do get out of that is that like the hopes and dreams are imbued in it more and more and more and more up until the point where it's like dished out onto plates.
So the ideal moment to steal it would be like right before it is carved.
Yes.
And then we carry a massive roast pig across town. Phenomenal. An excellent
heist. Excellent heist.
The best heist. Amazing.
Oh, that's so cool. Hilarious.
Yeah, and so I think, like we see like Belle's head like breach the surface of the water again, walking out. And there's like frost clinging to one cheek in the shape of like a handprint. But they just like don't seem to notice. And as they like come up out of the water, it like melts and like runs off as though it had never been there.
You and your weird, creepy escapades.
Corin is stoking a small fire and invites you to sit.
And then we cut to like the lair and the tower and like again like drenched in like black water. I like rock up in my like sodden knitwear and like come and sit by the fire, and like I've got like little like fingerless knit gloves, and I'm like warming them over the fire.
Corin initially expresses some surprise, but then realizes that he really shouldn't bother at this point. So he just invites you in and sits you down by the fire and wraps a blanket around you.
Corin, do you like pork?
I'm vegan.
Do you have moral objections to touching pig?
Oh no, what everybody else can do is fine. I'm just not down with the swine.
Not down to dine with swine.
Correct. Have you had a vision?
Hmm.
Do you see something in our future?
Not. Future is not so simple. No one can really see. But tomorrow night in Coleridge is the feast of the sootery pig. All of the families all year, the scraps, they fatten up the pig they keep. The little children, they write down their hopes and their fears, and they burn it and mix the ash in the porridge for the pig. Tomorrow night, the pig is slaughtered, the pig gets eaten.
As you're saying, I go and get a map of Doskvol and place it in between you and the fire. And
yeah, and I like reach out and like I don't actually like touch anything. I just like reach out and like a couple of like drops of like inky black water just like fall on like the Coleridge bit.
Yep.
And I'm like, several of the big tenements will be having their feast of the sootery pig. And I suspect if we can grab pig at the right moment, when it is full of good dreams and hope, but before it is eaten, and we can get it to Dimmer Sisters.
Huh.
And I just like raise a hand and make a like money like gesture with my fingers.
Are they the best buyers?
There are others, maybe.
They are the ones who
so many
like us the most.
Exactly. Though, it's not really Lord Skurlock's jam.
No, it's not.
He'd want it before it was dead.
Yeah. Or just one of the children.
Or just one of the children, yeah. He's not fussy. That's a later job, is the smuggler child for Lord Skurlock's midday snack job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know I would trust your visions of the future over anybody's. I trust you in this.
Are you? I think Belle just like reaches out and like doesn't quite touch you, but like starts like basically like measuring your like muscle mass with their hands. Like they like put them on either side of your shoulders and like give it a kind of squint eye and like do your arm. Like, The bigger the pig, more hope fits inside. We want the biggest pig, but I do not know if you have these in Severos. Pig is big animal. Heavy.
Yes, not as big as baby horse, but...
And I think Belle just kind of makes a face like, look, man, I've seen some pretty fucking huge wild boar back in Scotland.
But yes, they are big. We have them in Severos. And we have to carry this from Coleridge to the Dimmer Sisters.
Mm. It will be difficult because it will smell very delicious.
Mm-hmm. It all depends on your perspective.
Oh, I am thinking of the orphans.
Sure.
Everyone we pass will smell and want some, probably.
Ah.
But again, if we get it to the river, all much easier. Maybe.
At this point, can Adi sort of crash in?
Yeah, totally.
And she's like, "Oh, glad I caught you guys here. I wasn't sure if we had anything planned for tomorrow, but I don't think I'd be able to make anything because I've got this family shindig that I have to attend. I don't know if you guys know, there's like a day in the year where we put all of our hopes into a pig, and it's gonna be this thing in Coleridge.
Don't know what. No, never heard of it. Sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, and like Bell is just like nodding, like someone has just said something to him, and is like, "Yes, Providence is a very strange thing sometimes." Adi,
Yes.
our friend is vegan.
Oh.
Is by chance a thing you know how to hide smell of roasted meat?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's maybe the point at which we cut to the
I think that's where we
engagement
cut into the job. 100%. That's where we skip forward.
Yeah, so engagement roll.
Yeah, let's do an engagement roll.
I feel like this is a transport job
Sounds like a transport job to me.
where we carry a pig through
A
danger.
delicious pig through all of the starving neighborhoods.
God,
of
someone
Darksville.
has to tweet John Harper about this. This is the best transport job any Blades crew has ever done.
Oh dear. All right.
It's like
So
peak weird English folklore bullshit.
yep. Do you need me to look up the
Okay,
engagement roll? You got it?
Yeah, okay, so the detail we need is the route and means.
Hmm.
And like I think we kind of have that. Like the route is like across the river. Like in the river, and the means is by a boat.
Okay.
And the hard part is like getting onto the boat and getting off the boat at the other end.
Yep. You know
I
that this building here,
Sorry, ping that one for me again. Yep.
that's the one that you're gonna probably want to be hitting up.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's right in the middle of the island.
It's
Yeah,
that
it is.
because it's like the one. This is the biggest family.
the
It's
biggest
central, right?
That is
Like,
not
okay.
my invitation. Not
Okay.
to that one.
Okay.
Okay, what about this?
We do need to get to water, probably.
The route is through the city's ghost.
Oh, you're going through your.
Like I
Ghost
haven't
one.
mapped it perfectly yet, but I can still I can still take us all in, and then we can just like try our best.
Also, another wrinkle for this job is I just looked it up. The Guinness Book of Records biggest pig is 900 kilograms.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
like we're
I-
looking at something that's about a ton. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
pigs are
ton.
big. Pigs are big. I am aware of this.
I can't
Okay.
carry that much.
I've
Sorry.
butchered my fair share of pigs.
All right,
Yep.
all right. Now that we know
I-
that.
I'm like a pig
We're
expert.
We're probably looking at a 500 kilo pig. Let's go with that.
Okay. I mean, I can't carry 500 kilos.
No, you can't.
That's like we need like a forklift or
What if we help? Okay, no. So
I'm sure if we all believe in each other.
Okay, so how about this? Because it's route and means. The route is over the bridge and along the street, like the main street. And the means is on a giant wagon we disguise as a night soil wagon.
Oh,
What's a night soil wagon?
Yeah, you know where all the dung and everything got then taken through the city to be processed.
It's a poop wagon.
It's a poop wagon.
Right.
Yeah, and so like we put the pig on the poop wagon, then there's like a fake cloth or something, you know, there's like a fake disguisey bit, or like V makes some kind of weird alchemy thing that smells like poop or like whatever the fuck it is, right? But like, so we just look like people clearing out night soil, but actually we have the pig.
I am going to... Well, I think I've got my marching orders. I need to go and procure us a wagon and a sack.
I mean, for this, Derek, the way that we do it is we just jump ahead and then we flash back to get the other things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yes,
like does that sound like a reasonable route and means to people?
Yes.
That sounds hilarious. That sounds
pretty good. We're going through the ghost world?
No, we're
going through the poop
streets, pretending to be.
Oh, we're just going to go
through.
Yeah, we're just going to assume that people don't want to hang out with the poop people.
Which, like, is probably true.
Yeah.
All right, so everyone choose your character's load. How much shit are you carrying?
Well, I think I'm going to be mostly on the... We're going to be, like, in the wagon, right?
Yeah. Mostly.
I feel like maybe we can go for, like, normal.
I think I'm going to go for normal.
There is going to be one small challenge at the start, which is the stealing of the pig.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
It's the small 500 kilo
it's a minor
challenge.
Minor problem at most.
I feel like I might go heavy because I'm going to be wanting to take things like rope and maybe even a winch. And my usual accoutrement of weapons and knives and stuff like that. So
that sounds like a good plan. All right, so we've all figured out load. All right, engagement roll. We start with 1 die for sheer luck. Is this plan particularly bold or daring?
Well,
I mean, the Brogan family are like not just a bunch of local randoms, right?
No,
like,
they're not. They are
like up to their fucking elbows in organized crime.
Well, and the bold part is stealing their pig.
I don't know how much.
Stealing the centerpiece of the family.
Yeah, like I think this is bold or daring.
Yeah. I don't think this is a complex or contingent operation.
No.
Does it expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
No.
No. Are they strongest against this approach?
Yes. You're hitting them. You're hitting them when they're all there.
Looking at the pig, presumably. Looking for the pig.
True.
Like the Brogan family's like value is in their numbers.
No, that's fair. Can any of our friends or contacts provide help?
Does anyone have a friend or contact that can help?
Not really.
A crew one, a spiritual.
I have Mercy, a cold-blooded killer.
She could murder someone at the party as a distraction.
She could murder someone at the party and then just...
Isn't she... Is she a friend? I thought she was your enemy.
No.
Grace she's the friend. Grace is the...
Grace and Mercy. Okay, yep.
No, I'm
Derek.
Tight buds with Mercy. She's great.
If you think a murder would help you steal a pig...
It's
alternatively, I mean, I have Eckert, who's a corpse thief. I think he might have a corpse wagon.
Oh, he could definitely help you steal a pig, though, right? Like if he's a corpse thief.
Yeah, he knows how to steal corpses.
He's not a friend, though. He's the person who stole my mother's corpse.
Oh, so he's not a friend.
That's a problem.
No. Okay. All right.
So we can't help him. No.
Okay. All right.
So we're still at 1 die.
Yeah.
Are any enemies or rivals interfering?
I don't think there's anyone who really wants to interfere with this specifically.
It's a bit too.
It's
unique.
Yeah.
You got to be savvy to come up with this plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other elements we want to consider? Are we helped by the fact that like fucking like Coleridge is flooded tonight? Like there are people everywhere, even the Brogans like don't know literally everyone in the district and who is meant to be there and who's not.
Yeah, I'll give you an extra dice for that.
Like it's easy to fit into such an enormous crowd.
I mean, the thing is, like the Brogan house, the house that the Brogan pig is going to be in, there's going to be like crowds spilling out the door of Brogans.
Exactly, right?
Right, like yeah.
And I think that, and actually from memory, the Brogans are Skovlanders.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So like I at least will fit right in.
Cool.
I can pass myself off as a very distant cousin. That's my
probably true.
It probably is true. All right, let's do it.
Good luck. Good luck, players.
All right. Cool.
I'll take it.
I mean, yeah. You managed to get like into Coleridge and like into the Brogan gathering without having a problem yet. Yeah, so inside, what was his name? His name was Orlan. Orlan is standing, is like, I mean, when do you, talk to me about when we grab the pig. Because at the moment, it's like roasting at the front of this big hall.
Yeah, and so Ash, is it reasonable to assume, given that, like, by Coleridge standards anyway, the Brogans are, like, a relatively affluent family?
I mean, some of them are, right? Like, because...
Well, yeah, like, this is, like, the big Brogan house, right? Like...
Yeah, this is, right? Like, there's, like, most of the, like, the Brogan family is definitely, like, working class. Right? But, the, like, this is the, like, the central house, right?
Yeah,
where
like,
everyone is not, they're not wealthy. They're just helped out by a lot of people.
Yeah, like, but like they've got electric lights is where I'm going at, right?
Yes, they do. Because but that's because Audrienne rigged them up.
Yeah, so
not because they paid for them.
So the point at which we steal the pig is the point at which I use my lightning hook to pull down power to the entire building.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah. Do you want to roll for that? Let's see what it looks like. What does it look like as you wreck the power?
Yeah, so I think like,
are you like hidden in a nearby alley, or?
Yeah, this is the bit I'm thinking about. Yeah, I figure there's like out the back of the house probably there's like an electroplasmic generator.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's like probably like just for the building because like this is like.
It's definitely like a
it's a fucking suburb-sized like built, right? Like it's a whole tenement of Brogans.
Yeah, and this thing is like a rigged up it's a jury-rigged generator that just like and I think you definitely like come past the generator and just hear help us, like people have just put like raw ghost juice into this thing, right? Like it's not refined electroplasm or anything. It's
and
the thing we had in our spirit bottle.
Yeah, exactly. And so in my big gear over the top of which I have my like shit shoveler's like uniform, I just like clomp over there, like unscrew the lid or whatever, and like open it up, take out my lightning hook, which is this like long copper like stick, and then it's got like a big like circle on the end that's then got a really really fine mesh like gold like net.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like reach like in there and just like swirl it through the electroplasm and pull all of the like electroplasmic, sparking, ghosty, like energetic bits just out, leaving just like black liquid that's doing nothing. Well, that's the plan anyway.
Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a good plan.
So I think the action is a tune. because I'm doing a spook. And yeah, the goal I have is to I want the house to just go dark. All the power goes dead. What is my position?
Controlled.
Even though I'm getting real close to the spooky, dangerous electroplasm.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, and it's risky anyway because we rolled the 5 for the engagement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is my effect?
Standard.
My lightning hook is fine. I'm just gonna observe.
Yeah.
In case that makes a difference.
I mean, here's the thing. I would almost say limited, but I'm gonna bump lightning hook being fine goes up to standard because there's fire inside.
Yep.
So yeah, cool.
No, that's fair. I'm going to trade position for effect because like why the fuck not, right?
Okay, but we have to work out what that looks like in the fiction.
Oh no, I so what that looks like is it's a little bit too deep. Like I think the generator is dug slightly into the ground, and so all I'm able to end up doing is I use the lightning hook to get this threaded skein of weird sparkling energy out of the liquid, and then I just grab it in my other hand using my whisper bullshit to keep myself from being, and just pull it out the rest of the way just manually.
I don't think that's going to change your effect though, because the effect, the thing that's changed, the thing that is limiting your effect currently from being great is the fire inside that the pig is roasting over. Right? This is why it can't be pitch black. It can only be very dull shadows. Fictionally. So I don't think you can trade position for effect there, because I don't think it's going to change the effect.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
We'll have to do something about that later.
It's a question. This is a question of potency, right? You don't have potency against fire in this
Not
situation.
yet.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I know, I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm just that's
We'll
how
get there.
that's
We'll
how
get
we're,
there.
that's how this
No,
mechanic
that
is playing out.
totally makes sense.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yep, so it's risky standard.
Yep.
I will push myself for a bonus dice.
Yep.
And I guess we'll see what happens.
Now, wait, because...
Gonna help?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think it is probably better for the two of you to be in a position to help each other manhandle a 500-kilogram pig.
Yeah, I think if you're on the other, if you're actually
if someone is out helping me, they are not going to be able to help with the pig.
No, I know that, but I wanted to kind of position myself so that I'm getting ready to act as soon as the power goes.
Yeah. We've
Of course.
We've all got our watches synchronized.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cool. That's all good. Oh, nice, excellent. So yeah, there's this sound of it's the sound of an elderly person being pulled down a bath drain, and the entire place goes dark except for the fire that is roasting this sootery pig. And yeah, everyone goes inside, and there's the susurration of what's going on, and there's still light. There's still light from some of the fires for other out, because a bunch of the there's
street parties.
There's
with
street parties and things like
everything.
that. Yeah, but in here, the light is all weird because it's coming from the fireplace and in through the windows, and everyone's like, "What's going on? Is this supposed to happen?" Right?
Ooh. And here is where...
I might then roll straight into a setup action for the other two, if that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, what's a setup action? Oh,
setup
right,
action is where you do something to give the people, other people
Cool.
a dice.
Go for it.
Yeah, not a dice.
Which is that I just fling this net full of goop onto the side of the Brogan estate and start a fire.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna make a distraction.
Yeah.
Well, I could do a flashback and have set up an alchemical explosive thing that if you throw it onto that bit, it just explodes.
That's actually probably safer.
In like fire, it's like fireworks as well, because it's like, you know, people set off fireworks on this night.
I think a setup action for creating a flashback to create some fireworks is a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because that'll create even more. That'll make
chaos.
The most chaos. Yeah.
Maximum chaos.
Maximum chaos. So, I mean, that would be my tinker action, I assume, as a
tinker action.
Lychee
Yep.
person.
I think you only need one stress if you're going to do the action roll.
Okay. All right. I'll do my action roll.
Yeah. So is this actually just to like? Is this actually a case of like V is doing a setup action for like
us?
One of us to do a wreck to be like, and all of the thugs are like, oh god, there's a fire, we need to go put it out.
I'm going to assume that if this is successful, it's going to create it's going to create a distraction.
Yep, cool. Yeah. So this is just a setup action in the past.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Oh, awesome. I'll do that. So it was. Sorry. Was it risky?
This one is risky. Risky great, right?
Risky great.
Making explosives is always risky, even if it happens in the past.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, right? Like you could end up with an injury here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we come back to the present and he's missing 3 fingers.
Nice.
These 3.
Okay, I will push myself. Is there a devil's bargain? Or should I push myself?
Oh yeah, there's a devil's bargain. I mean, you use grandma's supplies.
You lose a finger.
You use grandma's supplies and what is that? That's going to start a clock, which is grandma is sick of you.
Yep. I don't have a home no more.
Oh boy. And that's what, like a 6 count clock, a 4 count clock?
Yeah, I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's just a 6 count.
And it's gonna start with 1 tick, 2 ticks?
Well, it'll start with 1 tick if you fuck this up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, it starts with 1 because it's a devil's bargain, so it just starts with 1.
Devil's bargain. There is no
there's no other option.
Yeah, she's ticked off. I took the best of the
took all of the
fire spires.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
It inflames passion and it also inflames other things.
In my head, I can't get past the idea that in Duskfall there is like a traditional medicine that is eel penis.
Yeah, definitely it is.
Yeah.
Every part of the eel is traditional medicine.
Yeah.
It's traditional aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
That whole eel. When you freeze it. Anyway, 1 bonus dice. Good luck.
Yeah, the eel, the Duskfall version of like, you know, incredibly boring Freudian symmetry is like the eel and the mushroom.
I messed up again. I think I somehow rolled with 3 when I'm supposed to roll with 2. Oh no, I have 2 tinker. Never mind.
You have 2 tinker. Yeah.
I do.
And you
have
have 1
tinker.
bonus dice. Yep. So that 6 means very nice. Yeah. So like so the way that this plays out, I think then is that like you've got the fireworks set up, and so as soon as Belle has like turned off the thing, they can like use the electricity to set the fireworks off.
Yeah, I think it's way less grand. It's just like I like lick my fingers and just like pinch out like a single spark and just like flick it over there because that's all it actually takes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then just like
Yep. And like lots of like the noisy ones that go
Yeah.
and, you know, things like that, right? Like yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. So that's definitely giving you that's definitely reducing the risk from desperate to risky. Because it was fucking desperate before.
You know, Adi is good at making fireworks. She's been doing it every pig night since she was 10.
And like it's totally a thing of like you're not supposed to make fireworks, you'll upset the pigs, right? But like you do it anyway.
The pigs are already scared.
Yeah, this pig is
it's
not
too late for the pigs.
It's too exactly.
Well, no, because you don't want to upset the pig's spirit.
Yeah, before.
They make a bad
before you eat it. Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So I feel like there's probably still people surrounding the pig.
There's this. So let's do a thing. Let's jump in to. I'm gonna just give us a map.
Let's draw a really crappy map.
Let's draw a really crappy map.
Let's do it.
So, the Brogan like hall that they've got, right, which is usually like divided up with like room dividers, but today that they're all taken down, has like a fireplace here, and then like and that's
table,
and then there is like, I think, there's a box here where what's his name, where Oren or whatever his name is like standing on like a crate to like he's ready to deliver an official speech, and then there's a bunch of tables down in this half of the room where everyone's like sat around, like all of these like mismatched tables and mismatched chairs and all these sorts of things have been brought in from other people's houses and stuff, and then
some like crates as chairs and
and then this area here is where you would carve the pig after it's been cooked. So this is probably, let me do the conversion. It's probably like 80 feet long. It's a big hall. Does that make sense for like
25 meters?
25 meters. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yep. And then like half of that wide or whatever. So the pig will be here. There'll be probably like, why am I bright green? Ew.
And then where are...
There's probably like doors here and here, and then
I was about to say,
and then like doors out into the like the rest of. So these doors on that northern side are out into the like rest of the building, whereas these ones are out into the hallway, out into the street where there's like other parties and things. But that's the kind of layout of the space.
And so which doors are the like...
The doors we want?
Are the doors that must necessarily exist that the pig was carried through?
The pig was carried...
One of these doors must be wide enough to fit the 500 kilogram pig.
All of these doors would fit the pig through them.
Oh, great.
Because they are... except this one, I think. Right, that one. Like these ones are like double doors into into the place, and then this door is like the one into like the storage area where the pig was kept.
I drew the fire.
Yeah,
so which
you.
Yes, very nice. Which door? So the double doors would perhaps fit the cart.
Getting the cart in here. If it's a night soil cart, like if it's a night soil sized cart, you'd probably have trouble.
Back it up, but
like, back it up to the door, but not get it through.
Jeez, I don't know how we're gonna get something that's 500 kilos.
You know what we could just hook some hooks onto the pig and just ride the carriage.
Drag
it out.
I mean, or alternatively, you could set up action something and be like,
oh yeah, like a winch or something.
Well, I think I want to set up a kind of a I guess it'd be like a mortician's body bag. You know those body bags they zip you into to transport you out.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom is like really like frictionless, so it slide really easily.
So it'd be like a highly cured leather kind of thing that we can just kind of slip around the carcass, zip it or attach it or button it up in some way, and then use it to drag the carcass out.
Sure, on the by the cart. Yeah, cool, awesome. That's 2 stress. You can do that.
Okay.
So you can just pay 2 stress and have one of those with you.
Indeed, a half hour ago.
Yep.
Nice.
Simple. Yeah. I like. Where did you get that?
So,
I mean,
was this also from the body smuggling friend?
I'm just gonna do this so that, like, in case this is helpful to you about thinking about the space, or if you need like the factions list or something. But I need to know where you got this pig sliding suit.
This pig condom.
Yeah,
So
the pig condom.
The pig protector. I think this has got to be something that would be bespoke made in night market.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Who's your contact in night market that you?
Can it please be Eckert, my rival?
Oh,
Can you be friends with my worst nightmare and enemy?
I don't know about friends, but certainly business partners. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
What's his name?
Eckert. Eckert with an RD.
And it's a he?
Yeah, he's a he.
He's a he.
Yep. Yeah, he's an unassuming looking dude. He's got like I think he's got like big round spectacles and a kind of sallow face. And like wears a suit that shouldn't be possible for it to be too large on on him, but like somehow there's just like that little bit of extra. I think he starches it too much, right? So it always actually sits out from him a little. And yeah, and like you like meet up with him. I think he's running he's running like he's sitting behind a stall with antiques and things. And he sees you coming as and
that's what the sign says: antiques and things.
Yeah, right. And he's like, Severosi, come. I think I have some things from that you might be interested in if you're missing home.
I'm gonna play it very straight. So I wanna bring all of my sort of regal and noble bearing to the negotiations. So I wanna use my command.
Yeah, cool.
So essentially acting very aloof, but I will certainly accept his invitation and walk in.
Yeah, and I think that's all we see. Also, he's totally played by Cillian Murphy.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think that's all we see is you being like, cool. You don't have to like do anything other than pay the 2 stress. You have the thing.
Okay. All right. Good. So
the lights have just gone out, and then the fireworks have just started. You have this thing like smuggled away in nearby somewhere.
Yes, we're right outside that back door.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to do a big shock and awe thing. Like I want to come in through the door at full speed and just barrel into anybody who's sort of guarding or about to cut the pig.
Do it before they even realize what's happening.
That's right. I want to, and I'm dragging this pig condom behind me, and I'm just going to lay it out on the floor and just barrel in and bash up whoever's there. So
this sounds like, is this wreck or it sounds like skirmish to me, but it could be wreck.
I'm definitely looking for skirmish.
Yeah, cool. Lukey, you want to look up the reference?
Yeah.
Skirmish with an opponent in close combat, assault or hold a position, brawl and wrestle.
Yeah, brawl, wrestle, hold a position is what I'm going off of. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Wrestle a pig into the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So this is risky.
Yeah, I'll help you. As much help as a D is in.
A D brings the lubricant.
Yeah.
I will not help you because I am distracted doing a different thing outside.
A D greases your pig bag, not realizing it's come from her worst enemy.
Yep.
Right.
Look, it's all about the job. Don't leave your personal stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. I can also help like lighten the load and eat some of the pig for you if that's what you want.
Ugh. Right.
That's wreck.
Depends. I mean, it is when it's a D.
It's risky.
It's risky, and at the moment it's limited. Oh no! It's standard because you did the thing.
The setup.
Okay. I think I would like to spend some stress.
Mm-hmm. To increase your dice or your effect.
The dice.
Okay.
What is the effect? Limited still or standard?
The defect is standard because you've got a pig suit.
If you would like, Derek, you could do both.
That's true. You could take 4 stress and do both.
Or you could take 2 for the increased effect and ask for Devil's Bargain for the dice.
That's the thing you could do.
I like that idea.
For a Devil's Bargain, if we were throwing out ideas, is someone marks you and knows who you are.
That was what I was going to say. Is that like, yeah, you don't hide your face.
I don't think I'm going to get away with this without being recognized, so I think I'll take that bargain.
All right, cool. So you have an extra dice for being known as the sootery pig thief.
Yeah, yep. Like mechanically, do we want to like attach like a +1 heat?
Yeah, we definitely want to add some heat.
Like
we want to. Yeah, we want to.
I feel like that's what that is.
Yeah, 1 heat. Yeah.
What, like 1 heat and probably also negative faction status with the Brogans.
Yeah.
Oh, negative faction status with Coleridge. Yes.
Yeah, like, right. Like Coleridge citizens are like
citizens of Coleridge are like. Yeah, that's a yeah.
We're never gonna be able to.
That's definitely it.
So the effect is now great.
The effect is now great because you're just going to power through. While you're in the party zone, you're just gonna like pull the pig along the floor, right? Like, yes. And then you can load it into the thing for the next bit. But like, yeah, cool, excellent. Yep, great effect.
Let the piggies hit the floor. Let the piggies hit the floor. All right. So effect is great, and bonus dice is 1 or 2 because V helped.
2. I help.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Very nice. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. What does this look like? You get out of both the Brogan Hall and out of the like main party area into the shadowy streets.
So the way it looks is the lights go out and there's a gasp of the room and then a bang of an explosion going off, and that's my cue to come rushing in, and Adi is right at my elbow. I have in my hands 2 meat hooks, which is a handle with a giant hook, and I use the backs of those to kind of bash people out of the way as I'm moving through the crowd. And
I've just got the pig thing in my hands.
You're
blanket.
A pig prophylactic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then pick at your heels.
And I notice you sort of body slam a guy out of the way and give a grunt of approval and satisfaction as I kind of leap through the air and dive onto the pig and slam my 2 hooks into it and shift my weight backwards and yank it off the grill and onto the bag.
Awesome. And then like who is it like? And then how do you is it a D responsible for like making the cart go, or what do you do once you're there?
Yeah, so I lose my 2 hooks. I fling them into anybody who's looking suspiciously at me, and possibly that's where I get identified. And
I mean, yeah, because you just flung a hook into fucking into fucking Olin Brogan, the like patriarch of the Brogan family. He's now got a meat hook in him.
It breaks his nose.
This old man now has a meat hook in him, and everyone's like, "Holy shit!" Yep.
And now,
as you're dragging the pig out,
I'm not gonna secure the bag fully. So I'm just going to flip it over. I don't have time to kind of do it up, but I flip it over, grab the handles at the top of it, and drag it towards the door.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you'll manage to, and like, yeah, you hook it to the cart, get out of this part of Dodge.
So here is the bit where I think this gets slightly complicated, because I think I'm meant to be on the cart.
Yeah, I think you are. Yes. That makes sense.
I'm not.
What? What are you doing?
I'm
Have
like
you fallen into a canal again? I'm not going to fish you
I
out
didn't
of
fall
another
into a canal. No, yeah. So I think we get the shot of like you like burst out the doors, you like got the thing, you like hook it to the back, and there's like a all right, Belle, go, and then just like nothing happens. It's like cricket.
Belle, go!
And then we cut to like back in like the like not the stables, but like the yardy bit where like you'd park your carriage where I made a big fire. Where like Bella's just like cross like knelt down on their haunches. And just like we can hear this like in that very like faded out like cinema language for like the characters not paying attention to. Like we can very dimly hear like the sound of the fireworks going off and like my friends being like, Belle, what the fuck is happening? And I'm just that's all around the corner. And we're just hearing this like oinking noise. And Belle is just looking like incredibly distracted and like has a hand out in front like they're like patting the air.
Okay, look, I want to make a point here. One of the important things about the sootery pig is that its ghost has not yet left its body.
Oh, it's not this year's sootery pig.
Cool. As long as it's not this year's, that's fine.
It's not this year's sootery. No, this is an older sootery pig.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, because like I think there's like the ghost of a past sootery pig that's hanging out here that I've just like become very distracted by because I can hear its like plaintive, lonely oinking, and so I'm trying to make friends with this previous sootery pig ghost.
Are you consorting, Luke?
I think I'm consorting with the ghost of the former sootery pig.
Okay, what would you like the outcome to be?
I would like to make friends with it.
Okay, sure.
I would like it to be a contact that can give me.
We'll make it. It's a you can make.
It's a little bit unclear.
It's a contact for future reference.
It's a contact for future ghost bullshit.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and so I think this is a consort role.
It does sound like that.
What is my position in effect?
Risky. Limited.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't speak a language you share.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
I would like to trade position for effect.
Yep.
And I think what that looks like is like, and we've seen this before. Yeah, like again, like there's this like Belle is like humming this like kind of slightly tuneless like reverberant noise, and where their hand is like touching its head, we can see like electroplasm like doing that thing that like mist does where it turns from like gas into like liquid. And we can see like the outline of its head, and I think Belle just like leans forward and like presses their forehead like right up against the ghost, because like we can't share a language, but we both have the same feelings.
Okay. All right. Yep. I mean, yeah, like desperate in that you're going to be like way deeper into this than like.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like I'm.
Yeah.
I'm making a deep connection.
Yep.
So it's desperate.
Luke knows how to play this game.
Standard. Does anyone have a devil's bargain for me?
Oh, I know. I have a devil's bargain for you. You leave some of yourself in it, and it leaves some of itself in you.
And what does that look like mechanically?
You gain a new vice, gluttony.
Fuck yeah. I am totally down for that. And like to check in, that's not a like, and I also have to like mandatorily satisfy both vices. It's just a like.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out.
Like either one.
I think it's got to be that there are penalties for overindulging that one. Like there are additional. Yeah. Can I hang a weird shit can I hang a weird shit on gluttony to be determined? Does that seem fair to you?
Yeah, it seems fair. No, look, I've got plenty of stress. I think I'm just gonna push myself.
Yep, cool, that's fine.
Yep.
Because yeah, that would totally be a thing that would set you down a specific path character-wise.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah. You...
I have a pig friend now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But like, you're not going to be any help to your friends while they're in this space. Nope. Like for a while, you're going to be kind of out of it, communing with the pig friend, and you're also going to understand the plight of the right. Like you're going to have a certain amount of empathy for these pigs.
Yep.
I would like to resist the first.
Yes.
The first consequence.
Yep.
With resolve.
Yep.
Because I think that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
Which is the like, and I'm gonna like project a little here. On the basis of that second one, I think actually this whole sootery pig thing is kind of fucked up. Like a lot is being put on these pigs. They're not super consenting to. They didn't ask to be the vessels to all the people's hopes and dreams. They didn't ask to be eaten. And so I think, like, what grounds Bell in the moment is the sense of, like, the deep unfairness of the fate that this pig suffered.
Mm-hmm.
And a determination that, like, no, what they need to do is help the pig get some closure. And so I'm going to make a big pig kerfuffle. And my determination to do that is what, like, grounds me. I'm like, no, pig, we have to focus. We have a thing we need to do now.
Uh-huh. Right. Cool.
And that's why I don't get distracted.
Okay, cool. So you, the initial distraction is going to mean that you're going to need something to get everyone out of the crowd.
I mean, first I need to roll the resistance.
Oh, yeah, roll the resistance. Let's check your stress.
Yep.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I only take one. Yep. So I don't trauma out for the second time in a session. Damn it. It's fine.
Yep.
High-level blades flee. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure the high-level play is to get one trauma and then stick with it.
And just stay there.
The highest level play is to take level 4 harm in the first session and transfer to the ghost playbook.
Okay, all right, yeah. Let's just
So anyway, so no, like I stay grounded in the present moment. I'm like, no, like we've got this pig. We've like, and yeah, I think I stand up.
The pig's name is the pig. I think you understand inherently that the pig's name is Holtz.
Yeah, I stand up and I'm like, Holtz. This, what was done to you, it was not right. What they have done already to your grandson, it is not right. They will not do it again next year. And I think, I think as I've stood up, like, Holtz has also, like the weird glowing outline of the top of Holtz's head has moved up, and we've realized that Holtz was just like lying down before.
Mm-hmm.
And that, Holtz standing is like, like a fucking enormous 600 kilo pig.
Yeah.
And so I take my hands and resume this grooming process. And again, this luminous shards of ice and glowing green blue mist and sparks of electroplasm pig is visibly manifesting. But it doesn't look wholly like a pig. It's kind of, the traditional British hobby horse thing,
mm-hmm.
where it's more like a horse skeleton than anything else, and it's actually kind of really horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of more like that.
Okay.
And what I'm doing, mechanically, is I'm using Compel. I am making Holtz appear, and I'm going to get Holtz to obey a command I give him, which is, go into that Brogan Hall and make them all very afraid and sorry that they were mean to you.
Is this in order to give your friends the opportunity to escape from the crowd?
Yes. Mechanically, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
I don't think Bell
no. But that's what we're hoping happens.
Enough to have that intention, but I think coincidentally it will also have that effect. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to roll a tune to compel.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, it's got all these great big icy spikes coming out of its bones, and it's there's strips of meat hanging off it, and in the same way that when a boar you get the mist coming out of it, but it's like horrible, like electrified electroplasm mist.
Yep.
It's a very frightening looking pig.
Yeah.
Is the moral. Yeah, and I'm gonna
pigs past.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna help my boy get some revenge.
Mm-hmm.
What is my position? I did make friends with him really good.
Yeah, you did. I think it's kind of controlled.
He's my good boy.
I think this is controlled great.
Awesome. Let's do it, Holtz. We're gonna fuck these guys up.
Right? Like, especially considering the fact that like this has got good potency against against like someone like the Brogan family because they are superstitious, right? Like
Yeah.
Well, they're also just like they are like people, and all people are supernaturally terrified by ghosts.
Yeah, exactly. But these ones especially so, right? Like
Yeah, as is a D.
All right.
Yeah, right. A D. This is gonna freak you out.
I got a 5.
Yeah. The 5. Yeah. The consequence is a D. You see this thing. It freaks you
Oh,
out.
it charges like past me into the hole, and like it freaks me the hell out. Yeah, for sure.
I think I like to picture it's not that it charges, it's just that like it fades from where I am and the fire goes out. And just like out of the fireplace erupts this like horrific apparition.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very A Christmas Carol.
It's
in the same way that this entire sootery pig thing is kind of like that bit at the end of A Christmas Carol with Scrooge having that. Yeah.
Yep. 100%. A D, I kind of want to give you harm because I can't just make you take stress. So I'm gonna give you harm.
Freaked out.
Yeah, like freaked out. I was gonna say like we're cursed or something.
Can I offer an
Doom?
An opposite?
What level is the harm?
I think this is only level 1.
Right.
Can I offer an opposite alternate solution?
Yeah, what's that, Derek?
I see a D freeze, and I realize that we're in the middle of a heist. And
oh my God!
way to sort of snap her out of it is to just punch her in the face.
That sounds like resisting on her behalf.
That sounds like you're resisting on her behalf.
Prowess.
It's to just shake her out with prowess.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I think a D is saying like, it's gonna get us. Like, we've got to ditch this pig. We can't take this with us. It's going to kill us. Don't you understand? We have to. We can't take it with us.
She hasn't put together that the ghost of the piano that you're carrying is still in that pig.
Yeah, it's gonna come to us. It knows where we are.
It's coming for its body. Oh no!
It's.
So she
looks horrified that she's eaten some of this pig, and she's like, it's going to know where I am.
It's going to track me through my stomach.
And so she's like, I think she's getting there. Like, she's like trying to push the pig out.
Yeah, roll your prowess resist to slap her out of it.
Snap out of it.
Snap her out of it. That's what I wanted.
Am I rolling?
You're rolling prowess
as a resistance.
Resist.
So you can always resist a in the same way that like when Ash says a bad thing happens to you, you can always be like, "Hey, Ash, I'd like to resist." If a bad thing happens to a teammate, you can always also be like, "Hey, I would like to resist on their behalf. Here is how I intervene."
All right,
like slapping them out of their supernatural terror at the horrifying
rational terror. Rational.
The obvious devil's bargain here is that Adi and my relationship will suffer.
Can't have a devil's bargain for a save. For a resistance roll. I don't think.
Okay.
It's a straight. It'll just be you'll take stress.
Yeah, because all it's doing is seeing how much stress you take. You automatically succeed on this. It's just we're just rolling to see what the cost is. So,
okay, so
if you click on prowess,
yes,
it shouldn't ask you for anything. You don't have any bonus dice on this.
It's just asking me for bonus dice.
Yeah,
so no bonus
you don't have any bonus dice on this.
All right, here we go.
All right, so you're going to take 3 stress.
Okay.
Because it's 6.
How much stress do you have now?
So it's 6. So the amount of stress you take is 6 minus the highest number you roll,
which is 3.
Yeah.
So
How much stress do you have now?
I'm full on stress.
Did you just? Yes, we did it.
We got you to try. All right. Yeah. So what that looks. So the result of getting to full stress, Derek.
Yes.
Is you will.
You are taken out.
You are taken out of the mission for the time being, right? You're basically going like. You can't do things because you're going because Adi is going to have to do stuff while you coach her through it.
Right.
Because you're like too stressed out from this mission.
Huh.
He's so focused on protecting Adi from the ghost fear that he just gets a massive wave of it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's a supernatural effect to me too. Like I've inhaled some of the ectoplasm as the ghost pig has gone by us, and it's knocked me back, and I've fallen on top of the sort of pig carcass, and I'm just kind of
muttering
to freak out.
I think, yeah, and Adi's like been like snapped out of that like immediate fear and just sees like this lump on top of this other lump, and she's just like, it's all just bodies, like just the
right
physicality of that slumped over the pig. She like takes a deep breath to calm herself, and she's like, okay, I know how to do wagons, I know how to do pigs, and then runs around the side and starts up the carriage, I guess.
Yeah, I think
setting things. Carriages in Duskable are pulled by giant goats.
Awesome, that is so cool.
That's an element of the setting, is that there are that's in the horses are imported from Severos and are very, very fancy. You only have horses if you're a fancy person with lots of money.
Because they eat things that are hard to grow without sun.
Yeah, whereas goats will eat fucking anything.
Right.
So they've bred these giant. So over 1,000 years without a sun, they've bred these giant ox-like goats that they use for like, yeah.
Brilliant.
So yeah. You head around and you jump up and start whipping the goat.
I think this is the point at which like Belle just like wanders like
go Billy.
Wanders like out of the crowd, like just onto the wagon.
Yeah, that's right.
And just pauses for a moment like next to the door, and she like looks back at like the wide open doors to the Brogan like hall. Well, yeah, there's like this weird blue glow and people are screaming, and just like nods in a satisfied manner, is like, good boy, Halls. And then just like gets up into the carriage and like crosses their arms like in a satisfied manner, like, yes, this was a good job.
Well, it's not over yet.
Let's. I think I want to. I'm like trying to work out if we should take a break or if we should. I think we'll take a break. I don't think there's much left in this job, but I want to like.
No.
Yeah, but I want to. I don't want to like. In case we play it out a bit further. So let's take a break here, and we'll be back in a minute.
Okay.